And now, the new caribou, the Honorable Sir David, Emperor of Salt Lake City, Sultan of Utah, Spiritual Advisor to Questioning Mormons, the Bard Extraordinaire, Supreme Being, Alpha and Omega. Here's David.
This is Sir David, the Bard. Yes, sit down, sit down. I appreciate all of you coming today, and any of you that brought your kangaroos, would you park them outside, please, and just hook them up like we used to hook up the horses. Now, and anyone that brought the baby kangaroos, put them in the mother's pouch and make them stay there. They're not allowed in the office and in the studio. Now, have I got more good news? I love good news. I haven't had a lot of good news in my life. You know, I teach you this. When you have to sign for something that the mailman has brought, it's never good news. I used to hate the mailbox. Sometimes I wouldn't go to the mailbox for a week or two. You know, and the mail would be spilling all over. They're just bills. Your last chance. We're going to kill you. Castration notice. I mean, you know, jeez. Now, I'm not afraid of the mailbox. I make my wife go. And I give the key to Allison. Go down and check the mail, honey, will you? And if the handcuffs come out to try to get you, run like hell. Now, here's the good news. I told you a couple of hours ago in a video, I'm not a virgin anymore, that I got my first $5. And it bought 8.8 pounds of rice. That's what it bought. That's a big 10 pounds of rice. That's a lot of rice for a small child, and they can eat for, you know, a month or two on that. And I appreciate that, and I'm so excited about it, because what I did is working. Now, I may never get another dime. Frankly, I don't give a damn. But I set it up. It's there for you, and if you trust me, and I will do my very best to make sure that there's no shenanigans that go on here, and I will report. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit my new caribou page, and up in the right-hand corner there, I'm going to put the monies that are total coming in. Now, right now, it's $15. So somebody just sent another $10, and I'm going, shit. I can't wait to see some of the faces of these little people that come over, and, you know, they'll give them whatever, 5 or 6 pounds, because these little kids can't carry much, and they can have that for supper and dinner and lunch, which they do in the Philippines. We're not providing them steak dinners and lobsters. We're providing them the necessities of life. And I'm going to put up there, as soon as I get off of this here, that we have got, so far, 15 bananas. Now, 15 bananas in the Philippines is very valuable, okay? They have a lot of banana trees in the Philippines and a lot of coconuts. And you have to be careful. Those coconuts fall out of the tree, and they're heavy like a rock. They'll hit you on the head, and you'll be in Ecuador with Felix. Looking up from, well, it won't be a hospital bed because they don't have hospitals. Anyway, I went to visit a friend of mine that had a heart attack in the Philippines when I was there. I went in his room. He had a bed, and he had an IV. That wasn't a computer within 100 miles for blood pressure, for diabetes and sugar, the heartbeat. There was no, God, when I had quad bypass, there were at least 15 computers in intensive care when I came out, and then in regular, whatever the next level is, there must have been 10 computers. And my heart monitors were all hooked up to the nurses' station, and I'd play with the nurses. Rather than pushing the button, I'd just pull those suckers off, and they'd come running. See, could I get a Coke? God, they were so glad to get me out of there. So glad to get me out. Well, anyway, I'm not a virgin anymore. You're abusing me. I try to say no like most women, and you just keep sending money. You just want me for my body. My mind means nothing to you. It means nothing to me either. I'm forgetting more and more. I can't remember my kids' names. I go through about 5 kids' names before I finally go, Allison. And I'm always saying, Allison, every time I can't find something. I had to work today on my video camera. I'm going to start using my video camera again. The only reason I'm using the webcam, it goes up so quickly. And you know, bipolar, we like quick shit. But I've got a beautiful little spot out here that Allison and I are going to make a commercial, and I fixed my video camera. Allison lost the connector that makes it go on the tripod, and so Daddy, she is training me to be a genius in fixing anything. I can fix couches, chairs, ripped anything, cameras, tripods, damn, car keys that are jammed, toilets that are plugged up. Man, I can fix anything because Allison is a master's degree in not killing a 9-year-old and learning to fix. So I got out the glue. I've told you over and over again, I have super glue, I have Elmer's glue, I have silicone sealant, I have Gorilla Glue, and I have mastic. Mastic is permanent. You are not going to have it fall apart from mastic. So I took the camera and I couldn't get it to stick on the tripod. So what I did is I mastic 2 pieces of Velcro because the camera fell off and bounced off the glass table, and I go, Allison. So anyway, her and I put the Velcro on and we mastic it on, and overnight it'll never come off, except when you pull it off the mastic will separate. So anyway, we're going to use that camera, and that'll be fun, and I'll walk around a little bit. My Abigail doesn't want to be in front of people. She's an 8th grader, and I agree with some of the comments that some kids like to be on camera, some don't, but she's willing to photograph, and she's also donating. Now this is different for Abigail. She has a brother in the Philippines, and she's babysits. She makes money babysitting, and she's so proud of herself. And she has her own bank account and her own ATM card, so she can buy on computer. She can do whatever she wants. Well, anyway, she wants to send $20 to her brother in the Philippines. Now that's 420 pesos. That you can ride to school for 7 pesos. 7 pesos and 7 pesos back. So 14 pesos a day you can go to school. For $20 he can get 2 or 3 sets of clothes, a pair of shoes, 2 or 3 socks, and enough rice for probably a month, 2 months. And so she wants to send that. So when I send the first group of money from the PayPal, goes to Wells Fargo, and then Wells Fargo has a relationship with the Philippines, and then it sends it off for $3 or $4, something like that, and it goes directly into the Philippines at the current exchange rate. And then her little brother can go over and get 400 pesos that she sent to him. So it's exciting. It's exciting. I've always felt bad that I didn't adopt Axel, but I adopted, I said this before, the girls together because I took a big survey of women, and they said, don't separate the girls. Don't separate the girls. Bring 2 girls or 1 boy. So that's what I did. I brought 2 girls. So anyway, you're abusing me, and I love it. I smile every time you send me money because I know what it's doing, and I promise you I'll get some pictures of the people that are really eating your money, that it's not a fantasy, that it's not a huge anonymous group, kids eating garbage out of the trash, which sometimes in the Philippines they do, but it's not quite that bad in most places. But anyway, thank you for the $10, and thank you for the $5, and $15 now will do almost 30 pounds of rice in the Philippines. And I think the big sacks that you see people carrying when they're 4 years old and they got a 100-pound sack on them, the kids stay very short over there. They can't grow tall. But anyway, I think they're 50-pound bags that are standard in the Philippines to buy and to move. So we're almost there for 1 bag, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy to see people, and I'm telling you, some of the money is coming from Mormons. They are tired of paying tithing and having no idea, no transparency, and they don't want to build any malls anymore. That money is going, at this point, 100% to the Philippines. And I did contact the attorney today. She hasn't written back. We know her pretty well. She did the adoption on the children, so I think she's going to get on board. But I'll keep you informed on that. So watch on the channel, and I'm not going to fake it. I'll put up there. Right now I have sent through the PayPal 15 bananas, and I'll put it up there so that you can see each day or whenever money comes in. It may never come in again. You may see $15 sitting there for the next 7 years, and I'm dead for 2 of them. So anyway, thank you. Oh, and by the way, I have an ending. My producer, Mr. Anonymous, has made me a new ending, and it's really bitchin'. It's really nice. The old ending was beautiful, but it was too short. It ended too short. We didn't get enough kangaroos clapping, and I'm going to put it at the end of this video. So just in a second, you're going to see that. And please, feedback, say it sucks, quietly and nicely, because the producer is not bipolar. He will have his feelings hurt. I don't. You can write back. You can see what the Mormons say about me. It doesn't hurt my feelings, because you know what? You know what? I've got more than half a bag of rice for hungry children in 24 hours. I know where the money is going. You Mormons, do you know where the money is going? Does the church publish how much comes in, how much is used, how much the attorney is going to take, and how we're going to move it in the Philippines with trucks if we have to, or we'll make the people pick it up themselves with their own vehicles, which they hardly have. But anyway, some of the money is coming from Mormons, and I appreciate that. And I'm going to put in my, $50, $100, whatever I can afford at Christmas time, and buy some more rice. This is what I wanted to do, and I can't afford to do it all by myself. I'm still raising these 2 small children and my wife, and I'm 65, and I've been really tired the last couple of days going to the banks and setting all the routing numbers up and all that stuff. But I wanted to tell you, it's worth it to me. If I see just 1 piece of rice go in a hungry mouth that you and I worked with and together, I will die a very, very happy man. So thank you for sending it. Take a look at my closing coming up right now, and feedback. If you like the closing, say so. If you want to donate, go over to the main page, the New Caribou YouTube page, and I'm going to go right there right now, and I'll put up the 15 bananas that we've got so far. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you. Bye-bye.